Oh, you already recorded? Okay, so this is a cool part opening. So, normally we just talk foolishness until I feel like starting the show.
Yeah.
Because then, we want people to sucker them in. The first 2 minutes to be like, bro, what they talking about today? Instead of seeing the intro and all them graphics going up.
Yeah.
So you know how the YouTube algorithm actually happens. So we technically have a celebrity, young famous celebrity in the building today. This your first podcast?
Yeah.
He's sort of nervous right now. But bro, you in good hands, bro. You dealing with what I say I'm a veteran? I guess it's going on actually Erryting Kool turns 3 soon, so I'm a very seasoned at this. Mama's cooking all over this. See they saying, but welcome to Erryting Kool.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to scare anybody.
The tourists come over to chill on the beach, but they don't come over the hill where we sleep. We got nightmares and they got fantasies. No sanity, it's just insanity. My mommy hoping nothing happens to me.
And normally we do that and then the intro come in and blase. You see how natural this is.
Yeah, man. Goosebumps.
So welcome to the show. This is another episode of Erryting Kool here with Dad. The niggas and Nassau, Lord Jalen Willett, St. Antoine Alexander. I think I'm forgetting something. But we have, before we get to our illustrious guest, y'all might recognize him. Maybe from him chopping out pizzas and making a little sizzle, or he telling some jokes in his favorite wig. One of the two. But before that, we got the party in the backyard.
With an additional guest this time.
With the additional guest, a legendary guest. A guest who I've been trying to get on the show.
Hi.
Okay. We're going to keep up mysterious.
Yeah, we keep it mysterious. But otherwise, it's P. Giovanni, a.k.a. PG, a.k.a. PG-13, a.k.a. PG-13, a.k.a. your favorite non-bay, a.k.a. hidden in plain sight, a.k.a. too many AKAs. A.k.a. you wasn't ready for that. I see him over there like, bro.
AKAs.
you got to confuse the enemy, bro.
Real.
Never let them know who you is and don't let them know your moves.
Actually, I got a new AKA, but this ain't really the part AKA Jesse Sama.
Hey.
Follow Jesse Sama. See what that about.
On Insta.
On Insta. So, without further ado, please introduce yourself.
All right. My name is FunnyReno. Well, people is calling me FunnyReno now.
FunnyReno.
Yeah, that's FunnyReno.
FunnyReno, the pizza maker.
At first, they call me Reno from Pizza. Then they go on to FunnyReno. So now,
moving on up.
Bro, you should just call yourself Reno Pepperoni, bro, or something like that. Reno Pepperoni.
I don't know why people think pepperoni is like the top.
No, but it's just I don't know. That's a good question. Like, why would people just assume like?
I think it's like
it's always
a safety. It's a safety.
Yeah,
topic.
pepperoni is always a top choice. Like, if it ain't just cheese, it's pepperoni.
Because someone asked me the other day, I do a video, but someone say, "Why you think pepperoni is the
like
most
the
favorite
go-to
top?"
choice?
And I was like, bruh, I ain't know. I see that for.
Oh man,
I feel like that's the safest option.
Is it? If you really
Besides
think about it?
cheese.
But why pepperoni, bro?
besides-
Why ain't like you can't even eat? People don't even eat pepperoni sandwiches.
Right.
So like, why would you go like with ham or turkey? or
How it
something?
came about it. I
Hold on,
know for real.
pepperoni sandwich is a thing.
Yeah,
that's
but-
what I'm saying. So
that's the
I
thing.
mean, if you go to Subway, you get the I feel with them different, but you get salami, but you don't ever necessarily think I gonna make me a pepperoni sandwich. You probably may get the salami or
I
something.
didn't even know Subway said pepperoni. Bro.
Yeah, but
Yeah, right. But what we always like to do on this show, we have a special segment called the Bahamian word, phrase, or saying of the day. And we always give that to our guests. Bless us today with something.
All right. So I feel like someone unused this, but wait.
Did we We used to.
Definitely sure we done use
Yeah,
it.
we used
We
to.
had to, but if we ain't used that.
Because I think I went on a rant about that one time ago.
Yeah.
If I ever find it, we consider it right there. But okay, no, actually I remember Travolta had actually brought that up, and then we went on the debate how you spell it.
Yeah.
But is there any other word that you could think of?
That's the only thing you think of right now.
I actually just came up with one. I know if we ever had this before, but the phrase "yeah, see."
No, I think we.
We never do that.
Right.
So yeah, see, for our international audience, what does that mean? I don't know. We just be like, yeah, see. Mm-hmm.
Confirmation, I guess.
What like, because yeah, see has been a prevalent phrase. I wouldn't say Daddy White sort of coined it, but he made it popular.
Yeah.
Like he put his sauce on it, and it's like, because that's who really got me to start like really saying it in 2015 was I just like how he was saying it, and that's like
He just is using.
Yeah, see, so like as a sentence filler, like what you know, you see, what you said. So but yeah, you see, is probably one of my favorite words to use. That's why I end every podcast with that. But anyway, let's get into it. So Reno, before we really get into how you're budding as a TikTok star on two platforms, like he's a legend in 2 games. You're almost like Pee Wee Kirkland. Now, I know if you know who that is, but tell us like how you got to the point to where you started wanting to be somewhat of a social influencer. Like, tell us a little bit about your origins and background.
All right, so at first, a lot of people don't know this, but I wanted to be a pastor.
You look like a pastor.
People say that you look like a pastor.
Man.
I wanted to be a pastor. Then things went south in the church. I made like one mistake.
Wow.
That was it.
No. So one mistake, they tell you couldn't be a pastor, or after you made this mistake, you didn't want to be a pastor anymore?
Like, I didn't want to be because how they was talking.
Mm.
Like, every time I walk in the church, you can hear them talking for me.
Man.
Okay, so this is a mistake to where it went on digital platform?
No, it was a mistake in between the church. It wasn't nothing big.
Oh.
But it was like, I got invited to speak someplace, like at one of my friends' youth conference in the States.
Okay.
And I didn't tell the pastor about it.
What? Wait, what?
So they were saying like, I needed this blessing in order to do something.
Okay, yeah, I had to walk away from that situation.
Yeah, I mean, you had God's blessing. That's why you was called to go and speak. Yeah. That's who blessing you needed.
Yeah.
That was like...
Yeah, that's weird.
But this made sense to the story you was telling us before we started recording.
Yeah.
So, but we can get into that. So, okay, so you wanted to be a pastor. You had that situation that sort of turned you off from that. So then, what was your next choice?
I mean, the church was still a choice because even though I made that mistake, they judged me and do all of that. I go on someplace else. And then they offered me to be an assistant youth director. So I was dealing with young kids.
Okay.
And then I got a call to go be a youth pastor at another church.
Oh, wow.
And then that church was hell.
So you was a youth pastor before?
Yeah.
Wait, this story getting good? Okay, so you was a youth pastor at this church. And then basically, because I worked at a church before, so I know all, they try to make it seem like this ain't like the regular world, but it really is. And when you get behind the scenes and see how, how front facing it could be, but behind the scenes is just run just like any other business. But okay, so you was a youth pastor. How long you was a youth pastor at that church for?
Yeah, here it comes.
Wow. What you see me for a month? I thought
you like a week.
Yeah.
One Sunday.
Yeah. So okay, so after you was a youth pastor there, then what happened?
Started working.
Okay, so that's when you start working as a pizza man.
Yeah.
All right, we didn't want to put the name of the place because they ain't give us no advertisement and there ain't no pizza here.
I feel like you done say it on the show.
No, we ain't said that.
Oh, okay. That's probably before we started.
I don't want to say this, but they cheap. Cheap.
Yeah, because we were sponsored by Marcos. When it was? That was last year, right?
Yeah, that was last year.
No, that wasn't last year. That was 2020. Yeah, that was late last year. Yeah, that was late 2020.
That was late because I feel like that was in the Christmas time for real.
Yeah, no, it was coming to the end of 2020.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, but yeah, if you like Reno from Pizza Place, and you want to see him come back, send us a pizza. Like, I'm vegetarian, and I saw your video, which you was talking about with the vegans and things like that. But we can get into that later. So okay, so you was a youth pastor. So how did you being a youth pastor help you transition into your job now? And do you ever want to go back to being in ministry, or?
I mean, like that. I mean, like being a youth pastor like that, it helped me a lot to really understand the word, because in this generation, everybody killing one another, and I was like, me, because I had a lot of friends and stuff, and it was like helping me to like really understand everything about the church and stuff. Like, I wanted to get out there, and I wanted to like help prevent the crime and stuff.
Okay.
But at the same time, me doing what I do now at Pizza Hut, it's like I'm a motivation to other people.
I believe in that out, by the way. No, go ahead.
Don't worry about that. They ain't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and the motivation, like me doing what I do out there. It's like a lot of people like they wanna like actually work at Pizza Hut. I say it again. It don't matter. But yeah, you said that.
But yes, I still want a pizza because I ain't gonna lie. But since we out here right now, and then we're gonna just sidetrack right here, I just come to y'all at least once a week. And I then when y'all call me before and I say, bro, I ain't like how y'all made that Alfredo fettuccine pasta. And ironically, when I went there this week, the man was working there. So you get me straight, because I ordered that. I was the one who had the jalapeno and olives.
Oh, when I Silent Beach?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So the man had me straight.
I was trying to figure out what's put them type stuff in.
No, that's what you guys how you have to sauce it up, bro. So y'all sponsor the YB. Anyway.
Real.
Go ahead.
That ain't gonna happen, but yeah.
Bro. So okay, so Pizza Hut, okay, so look at me comment. So Pizza Place help you to really get out to so I trying to you pasta was this you pasta thing have me like, so how do you use those? So basically connecting the youth pasta thing to not Domino's. To the Pizza Place. So how people actually, you make it look good to actually be like making pizzas and things like that, because he has a whole account on TikTok that he actually showing you taking the pizza up, making it, putting on a different toppings and things like that. And that's what caught my eye. I was like, oh, that's interesting. People need to know about this man right here. But then, that's where I also, because he was on there, he was talking about, he actually made comedic videos. And I actually saw one of your videos on someone's story, what's up status this week. And then when I saw him at Silence Beach, I was like, I got my finger on the pulse.
Hold on. You saw me at Silence Beach?
Yeah, bro. I saw you. Listen, I know things, bro. I see. That's why I text us, like, I see you up on this side, this thing.
I thought you mean you watched the video. What I do where I say at Silence Beach? I didn't know you saw me at Silence Beach.
Yeah, bro. I'm Batman. I'm the Batman, bro.
Woo!
No, for real, because people be like, bro, how you know this? How you know this person? How you know that person? And I don't be out and about and be seeing these things. I just move in silence, bro. But you being a youth pastor, so tell me how you gone from youth pastor to making pizzas to actually being an online comedian.
Well, me being a youth pastor, like I say, that motivated me to like help a lot of people. Me making the videos, like, it motivate them to do the same thing, because you got some people, they see me making food TikToks now, they go at their job and they try to do the same thing.
Oh, so you a trendsetter.
Yeah.
Okay, so they try to be like, okay, we're gonna be like Reno from Pizza Hut and do the same stuff.
Yeah.
So no, but because it's sort of oxymoronic, where is that even a word? Is it
No.
oxymoron? I just made up a new word.
Right.
But it's an oxymoron where you used to be a pastor, or well, yeah, basically you was a pastor, but you make comedy and it isn't really church-like comedy. Like I mean, I guess Country Wayne sort of fall into that category to where he say, "Okay, guys, yeah,
He don't play. Right?
yeah, Country Wayne." But I just watch all the skits all the time. But Country Wayne pride himself on clean comedy. Jesus is popping, but but it's like it's comedy sort of show, I guess, worldly lifestyles and things like that. So, like we say, you saying you's a you pastor have me looking at this whole situation differently than I had intended. That's why I'm sort of stupefied right now. Because how do you somewhat, I guess you're not really sort of tied into the whole being a former pastor thing to now you feel like I'm just Reno and I can do whatever I want to do.
I mean, in the end, I'm just Reno and I can do whatever I want to do because, like I said, I still have friends with that I still talk to them.
Okay.
And they look at my videos and stuff and they be like, you say this word? But I mean, like, I ain't the same person no more. I wasn't always good. But then I gone into the church. But it's like people like they trying to see me as this bad person now. Because I ain't at church no more. But I'll say one or two words and they like judge me about it.
Okay, so you're facing demonization because you shifted art forms
from the church. That's the hurtful part. Because I always remember my mommy told me, say, church people are the worst of the people in the world. They'll talk about you in front of your face. And I was like, what you talking about, baby? Like, what are you talking about? Like, they make me feel good. They make me feel better about myself. And then after that incident, what happened when I told y'all about me speaking, then I realized, like, she was actually telling the truth.
So has all these situations made you be like, I really don't want to have nothing to do with the church anymore?
I mean, in the end, that I don't want nothing to do with the church. I still go to church. Like, that's my Grammy and my grandfather were pastors. They are
mine too.
Church.
Shout out Rev. Right. Rev be having us listen. The amount of times we could have been shut down the last 2 years, Rev had us from the great beyond. But yeah, but we me and PG is basically grandchildren of pastors. Listen, my grandfather was a pastor in Auckland. A lot of my family clergymen. Same thing for him.
Right.
So I understand, bro. So because obviously and we was talking off mic about you getting into comedy and with the whole wigs and the different skits. Some people might be like, "Oh, what you doing this?" So I guess that's why your dad had the reaction that he had because of who you was.
Yeah, because dude thought I was a punk. I was like, "What? Calm down, bro."
No, but so he wasn't. So your parents wasn't really sold with the whole you being a youth pastor thing, or
yeah, like I said, my mom, she said diehard Christian, like she was into that. But it's like my daddy, we don't really talk. But he's like, he saw me do that video with the wig on, and he was like, "Yeah, you gotta stop." But that wig, me doing that wig video is what actually helped me to blow up a little bit.
Oh wow, yeah, because I seen people sharing it and things like that. So because I think oftentimes as Bahamian creators, we sort of wrestle with our parents' way of steeped in tradition, steeped into, I guess, religion, because it ain't really, well, they basically, tradition and religion, and those practices and never really creating outside that box. And if things don't represent how they think or been taught to see it as, and you don't really take a traditional path, it's like, oh, you about to be with them people who be going crazy and doing this and that and all these different things. So, so I completely understand, because like, I have a friend, or many friends, like, they grew up, you always say this story, I grew up in the church and then I become this big star, and it's like, oh well, I try to stay away from that because they judge me for trying to find myself or trying to find my own way back to finding out my higher purpose and things like that. So do you feel like, okay, while being a youth pastor, what you do now is more purpose driven for you?
In a way. Because like I have like at church it's like how they is act. Like you like ladies, you can't come inside the church in the pants.
Oh, so you go to that kind of like you
that's what actually drive me off.
Oh.
You can't go to church inside the pants. I remember this time we visited a church and one of my friends, she was like working in the church as well. And she just got off from work and she was wearing the pants. And we walk inside the church and the pastor like he stopped everything. We go on there and say, "You gotta go outside. You can't be in here."
This is a church over here?
Over here.
Because I know the Pentecostal churches in the US, like the women that's a part of that denomination, they don't wear pants at all, bro. Like even if it's like jeans, they'll make long jean skirts, bro. They wouldn't wear pants at all, bro. Like I have a friend, I was sitting there, like me and I just chatted like a couple of days ago, but I never seen her wear, like we was in college together. I've been out of college going on 7 years, and from then until now, I never seen her wear pants. And she's a fashion, me and make her own clothes. Never seen her put on pants.
So she everywhere she goes, she's wear skirt.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, like bro, that's how deep it is. And it was like she's like, yeah, it's a part of Pentecostal over there. And I don't know if the Pentecostal churches adopt that same thing, but them, for the women never wear pants, bro. Like never.
And that's the same thing. Like you can't go in the church with the pants on females. If you go on the pulpit, I always be like, what's the difference of the regular floor and the pulpit? Like that's the floor too. Like what's the difference? Now you can't go on the pulpit
with pants on.
You gotta have a hat on.
What kind of church is this, bro?
Ladies, they gotta have a hat on, and then it was this other church.
Hold on, what denomination this church is? Because I'm like, I never heard. Okay,
Pentecostal.
Okay, see, that's the same thing.
Just the same,
that's the same. That's like, bro, it's only could be because like when you started talking about the no pants thing, I was like, bro, this sound like the Pentecostals in the States. Okay, so there are Bayman churches that strict Pentecostal to where women got a hair covering. Okay. But I don't think they really adhere to that strictly in the Bahamas here because it's too hard. Because you don't ever see
the man just say it. That's what they doing.
No, but he say in the church. I talking about my friend Coco, bro.
Okay.
Going out, they never wear no pants, bro. Like just skirt all the time. Like on vacation on the cruise ship, long jeans shirt, bro.
Man.
So
I think it's like if you go to any church now, you would never see a female wearing a pants. That's what they do.
I mean, by my church, I
feel like that, man.
Now, if you go in the pulpit at the church and you sitting on, like if your skirt ain't like ankle weight, they want you put like a scarf. But that's because you ain't want. No, you at an elevator and you don't want no one looking up your skirt. Right, so it's like, all right, I understand that.
I can understand that part, but you gotta have a hat to go on the pulpit.
What? Wow.
Hold on, Annika, what?
By the way, hats are expensive.
Yeah.
my Grammy, she got some hats, buddy, and they like that hat, but I spend my videos. Dang, you know what I spend on that?
How much you pay for that? Hold on, you bought the hat?
Yeah.
Where you bought the hat from? In the mall?
Yeah, them wigs and stuff that I spend on my video.
Okay, so you bought the wigs too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I bought the son start wearing some wigs for some other from cosplay stuff, but that's another story.
They expensive. I go in there with $10. They say, let me get 3 wigs.
They laugh at you.
When I go on to the cashier, the woman say $250. They say, what?
Wait, what? $250? Wait. What type of hair you trying to buy?
I say, I didn't know they had different types.
No, bro. I just know, bro. Like, bro, you could get a wig for $40, bro. Not Amazon here. Like, you go to which area you live?
South Beach.
Okay. Well, I know the hair store on where Bamboo is after you pass the Esso by Blanco. What's that street name? It's close to Seagrace Shopping Plaza. That yeah. They have wigs because
it's JFK.
I need not JFK. I talking about East.
You say past Blanco?
Yeah.
When you
Grace
Oh,
Plaza.
I know what you mean. When you come in, when you go
When you go
west.
to Nassau East.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know how much wig cost because I paid for wig before, but not for me.
Mm.
But yeah, that's a story for another day. But that's just crazy. But I like how this conversation switched to this church topic because we ain't had none of this plan or whatever. Because but it's just fascinating. So basically, all these things just make you realize, people are people, and you might as well follow your passion, follow what you really want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like, because you said everything's feel purposeful, and you would say you a man of faith?
Yeah, I'd say that.
Okay.
Because I still believe. That's
Yeah.
I believe.
Right.
Do you foresee yourself preaching again?
I mean, I did it before whilst I doing these stuff. Like, it wasn't preaching, like it was just talking.
Okay.
Because it was like I would share my story, like how I used to go to church. People judge me. I end up in this field now.
Testimony.
Testimony.
Yeah. And end up to be like a 2-hour testimony. It's like, whoo.
Oh, you was live somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay. But that's just crazy because I just still mind blowing because I'm like, we be having a conversation and he just dropped this bomb. Oh, I used to be a pastor. What?
Right. So you forget I tell you off about that I used to do comedy videos and put them in the started.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I mean, let's cut to a quick break. We can come back and we can unpack this because we trying to merge the connection, like how you went from pastor to comedian, and then
our viewers right now like, wait, what?
No, but this story too juicy.
It is juicy.
like, we can come right back after these messages. TikTok videos at work. You enjoying yourself, Oni?
Yeah, because this conversation up and down.
No, but you can ask it. No. Yeah, okay, so hold on. So welcome back. Welcome back to Erryting Kool. So we have a few questions from the party in the backyard. Secret lady. Go ahead, secret lady.
So being a youth pastor, right now you're really using the testimony of how the church treated you to uplift the youth.
Mm-hmm.
As far as your disappointment in the church, how do you preach your testimony when the church is supposed to be accepting of all, no matter what? How are you able to make your testimony not bitter against the church?
Like, I try, because it's like I try my hardest, because there's some things I want to say to people, but I can't say it because I can feel like that's offensive. So it's like parts like how I told y'all about ladies, they wearing the pants and stuff. It's like the last time I spoke to a youth conference, they brought this up too, and it was like, I can't go to church in pants. And I was like, why? And I was like, boy, I don't know. Why you asking me that? And she told me, she said, was it like that back in the day in Jesus time? And I was like, why you asking me that? Like, wasn't in Jesus time? Why you asking me that? I don't know, bro.
I mean, technically, they maybe have not been wearing pants.
That's what I say. I don't know what they was wearing, but they was like, I tried, like, when I was like a pastor, I don't know, but I used to shout a lot because I used to feel it.
You used to shout?
Yeah.
You always talking about when you preaching?
Yeah, like I used to shout, I used to feel it, my bones and everything. But now, it's like, I don't feel it no more.
Do you think because of your experience with the church really disappointing you because of whatever mistake that you made, do you feel that is something that the church tries to hide about the true nature of organized religion in the sense of you're supposed to learn from church forgiveness, treat others how you want to be treated, no judging, don't make anybody feel bad. But then the church did the complete opposite to you. And you actually were trying to be intricately involved with the church. So how are you able to even put aside your bitterness and your disappointment, going back to my original thing? Okay, you brought up the whole pants thing. Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Yeah,
it is kind of wild. But how are you able to like compartmentalize that and still be the genuine, God-loving, God-fearing young man that you are?
At first, when they did judge me and all of that, it's like you say, they would preach about that, not judging and everything.
Right.
But the reality is, that's what they doing. So it's like,
very hypocritical.
I was depressed. Like,
so the church made you depressed when the church was supposed to be a place of upliftment.
I was devastated.
Wow.
I was hurt. And I have this guidance counselor. She's a pastor. And she was like, you could always come to our church. We got a place for you. But at that time, when I was depressed, I felt like I don't want to go back to church at all. I didn't want to go at all. So it's like I try and show persons out there, youths out there, that whenever I speak to them, I try and show them how I was depressed so that they can, But regardless, when I tell them how depressed I was, it's like I driving them away from the church. But at the same time, I don't want to drive them away from the church. I want them to be at church.
It's a fine line. That's
So
a
it's
fine line. Yeah.
So did the depression sort of spark your interest to start doing comedy and start like going on TikTok, social media, making videos? And I know you say you started actually doing comedy bits on WhatsApp statuses first.
I mean, you could say the depression, like it really, but I was like depressed for like months. My mom don't even know this because every time I be depressed, like I go in my room, devastated. But when I go out, like in the hallway and I go in the front room, my mom and them, or I go to my family them, like I try and put this smile on my face. But when I reach back home in my room,
and you lay down and you by yourself. I talked about that multiple times before. The real person for everybody comes out late at night, break before you go to sleep. When you by yourself and your own thoughts, that's when the real you come to the surface. But yeah, bro, I completely understand the whole thing of like, because it's almost, I'll say almost like a culture shock. Because it's like, okay, what you want. Actually, it ain't even just a culture shock. It's almost like you're living in the Matrix and you take the red pill. And then you realize everything that you know is a big lie. And now you're enraged by it because you can't believe you've been fooled for this amount of time. So does that sort of spur you on to create the content that you create? And then,
I mean,
because a lot of comedians actually at their heart, they are depressed people. But because they draw comedy from their pain.
So I got one of these friends. I got a friend that I met from Tik Tok, and she was like, it's funny how I told her I was depressed. She was like, it's funny how the people that make you laugh are the set that hurt the most.
Yeah. Because when you're so low, you always look up. And then everything you see, multiple perspectives on different things. So,
Out of my depression, I try and make people laugh. Because I feel like if I make people laugh, they can make me feel happier about myself. But, sometimes I do those videos and stuff. I edit my videos and stuff. And when I finish, when I post it, I see everybody laughing. I still feel down. Because up to this day, like, my mind just is like, come right back on what happened to me on the trip. But then a spin off, like, sometimes just like, come. Because I had this, one of these, I had a mentor in the church. He's a big guy. He's bigger than me. So I remember when I first got into the church and I was like, dang, bro, this nigga bigger than me, bro. what? And like he motivated me. Like I wanted to be a part of church. He was like helping me with the Christian stuff and everything. And then he got sick and died. So I feel like that's even a part that caused me to move away from being fully functional in the church because he ain't here to motivate me no more.
But you're there to motivate others, though.
So now that you say, but like so much things making sense, because now I can pivot a little bit to a comment that what you like what we was talking about earlier, what you made on TikTok. And it came to why I reached out and asked you. So because after looking at how much views, like I think your pizza videos that got like 3 million, 3 million views on TikTok, like 2, or it looked.
Yeah, it was two.
Yeah,
like 2 videos.
Both got like 3 million views on TikTok, and you were saying you was answering. Someone asked you what your goals is, and you were saying, "Oh, I want to move to the States and go work at Pizza Hut because there ain't nothing here in Nassau." And when I heard that, my ass always peak up like at that because I'm like, because I created platforms.
Yeah.
Because I was me, just like so many other Bahamian creators, always have dreams of leaving the Bahamas, and some get that chance. But many don't, or they get the chance and it don't work out. They thought it was gonna work out and they have to come back. But my viewpoint on that take has changed over the last, summer's going 2022. Yeah, 5 years or so, to where it's like, we ain't necessarily need to move to a location, but we need to make our brands movable.
Yeah.
To where I was like, that's why it's like, you ever thought about just opening up your own pizza place? You already know how to do it. And then you already have this audience. So it's like, rebrand. Boom, you already have a circus members. It's only because in my brain, I thinking from a business and marketing standpoint, because I'm like, you already got the skill. You just need to work. And, so, but thinking of that now, is your depression connected to that train of thought? Would you express at that moment?
I don't think so.
Okay, why I said that because you've been shunned from the church, and even though you making content that don't make you feel better, you feel like maybe I need to change the scenery. Yeah. So that's why I sort of figured, like when you were saying that's like, yeah, this sort of all goes together. But how do you? Is it more so? Because like me being a creator, I go through these things to where you might make something cool, but it's like I got 3 million videos on a TikTok video, but I didn't put no money in my pocket.
Yeah.
I still working at this place that still need to cut us a check for sponsorship. Y'all got y'all star boy here, but
But that ain't gonna happen.
yeah, but no, because I think there's a conversation where all creators go through, because it's like, but I might be doing all these things, or I might go to Dubai, but I going to Dubai today, but I living in the ghetto in a clapboard house tomorrow. But but for real, bro, because when you sit down and think about it, right, how much people feel the same way? People create stuff, and I always say Instagram and other social media platforms. And I told Harrison this last year. I think they're the biggest causes of depression, because every time you wake up, you measure yourself to other people. And then you think, okay, maybe if I get the numbers, and that's what all Bahamians and maybe other Caribbean critters feel. Oh, if I get the numbers and go viral, then my life can change. It's easy to go viral, especially, and it's even worse when you go viral and you don't have a plan to capitalize off it. So it's like, okay, I get all this attention, I get all these followers, but I live in a clapboard house. I still share my bed with 3 other people. I still ain't know where I can get something to eat, but I internet famous, but that life don't measure up to where I feel like I need to be.
Because it's like, because I remember when I tell you, I say, someone from Pizza tell me, say, you can make money from that, like from TikTok and stuff. But reality is you can't make money from TikTok because TikTok only have certain countries and regions where we get paid from. And that's part of like when I was telling them about I want to move to the States
Mm.
and like do that. Because I wanted to get paid by I making my content, I want my money. But we could do the same thing over here. We just gotta put our mind to it.
Yeah, but you could connect with American companies from there.
Oh,
See, that's where.
that's I
No, but okay, so, and I always use Christian Adam G as this grand example. Him and Great Leon did the best, in my opinion. Like, they're Bahamian content creators. They got both of them, got over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. Christian Adam G almost got 1 million subscribers. But they here in Nassau. Or whatever.
But I used to live over there.
Yeah, but he didn't pop until he moved back home.
Mm.
Because like he lived in Atlanta when I came back home in 2017. He had just come back because things didn't work. He don't have a lot of those videos what he used to have. I'll explain this whole story. But he came back home, and then when he came back home, he had just cracked, I think, 100,000 subscribers in 2017. So like he was grinding, but he didn't pop on the scene. All that viral on Wendy Williams and Breakfast Club happened when he was here, living off Carmichael Road by Flamingo Gardens Clinic. And I know that because I tell you guys, the Bayman bad man.
I say you put all the man information out there.
I don't think he moving from Carmichael.
I mean,
he always talking about Carmichael and that little parcel.
No, but like that's what you see how he took Bahamianness and Brandon Bay.
Yeah.
You think any people who Christian Energy, the Carmichael boys, because he busts out on a podcast too.
Mm.
You think they know what Carmichael is, but he making it trendy because he's like, bro, ain't nobody know about this. I better take this and make it my own. And that's the approach that every creator needs to think. Okay, what I do best, and once I figured out how can I market this to an international audience. If I'm on the internet, and obviously, okay, yeah, it can't be just me going through the same situation, and it don't necessarily have to even be Bahamian because you have other Caribbean content creators who facing the same things too. Because they have marked off the whole Caribbean region because of pirating issues. They can't really regulate copyright laws here like that. So that's why Spotify was late to start, having the music and all the other things be to be available in this region, because a lot of the soca and dancehall artists is complaining like, okay, we have musicians from this region, but we can't have access to something like Spotify in this region. And that was the same complaint for Africa. So or you have Reels and Instagram finally unlock that feature in this region. Again, your creatives in this region, there's a base in this region, so you need to acquiesce, So the bigger companies are understanding that slowly. Now it's just time for us to realize or figure out, okay, when it comes to certain levels of monetization, yeah, we have hurdles and such. But how can we figure out a way to circumvent this system? So, another good example is my god brother, Jamie Bruce, who now is a big time fashion photographer in LA, and he shot Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union on Dwayne Wade's birthday. But again, same person went to high school with, seeing him, he went to school in Miami. He actually went to school to be a music producer. But then he picked up photography on the side and became war renowned for that. And then, gained some connections when he was there. Had to come back home because of OPT. But now, you back in the position that you needed to be. Yeah, it took, some time, but everything in due time. See what they said?
Everything is take time.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
Don't spare it. Just calm down. It can take some time.
Yeah. But, you just gotta, that's why I always tell people you just gotta keep on pushing, So how did the pandemic affect all of this thinking?
The pandemic is actually the reason why I started TikTok. Because at first I hated TikTok. I used to go to work and they used to have their phone prop up on the door or whatever. and they used to be dancing or whatever, and I could hear the music playing. Like, bro,
They had
I'm
annoyed.
like, I don't want to hear that.
Right.
And then I see them doing all they dance and stuff, and I just play. I get let me think of something different. That's when I put my phone up on top of the pans and stuff,
Mhm.
and I just started recording me making the pizza.
Wow.
So you had
pulling
Reno
just
from
like that.
Pizza Place first,
Yeah,
and then you made FunnyReno.
yeah.
Okay, so you'd start doing the comedy sketches after the pizza stuff.
Mm,
Okay, I was thinking you was doing that first, and then you.
mm. The pizza started it all.
Okay, so
Mm.
how you? Okay, so yeah. So when you start doing Reno from, so you made that page and you started seeing great success from that and things like that. So how did that start to make you feel? Because I always know, like, you know, the first feeling of you feel like you're making something and nobody checking for you, and then next thing you know, all these different people you never know start admiring your work.
But my first video, I posted. I go on the shop, and I come back. That was like 2 minutes. Had over 1,000 views. I was like, what?
Oh shoot.
Bro.
What you order that?
Skyrocket.
I gained like must see 500 followers in like a day and a half.
Wow.
Just from making food. I was like, boy, I can continue doing this. You know, this good for me. So like I continue with everybody that I know that was on TikTok from work. I asked them what their name was on TikTok. And I block all of them.
Wow.
So I didn't want them to see me doing the videos.
Right,
and then they go
they
tell
catch
the
on.
manager.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
And then I get in trouble because I was like, if they catch me, that's it for me.
So
I got getting sued. So one of my managers, someone must see saved the video and sent it to her. And she come to me and she was like, what it is you doing? I said, what do you mean? Because I had my phone up, I had my phone number, I was calling. She called me, what it is you doing? I said, what are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And she said, you recording? I said, I don't know. I ain't doing nothing.
Great.
And she pulled me in the back. She said, I like what you be doing with them TikTok stuff. I was like, ooh, because I was like, my head was like, oh my God.
Like that's the moment there, right?
My little job, gone.
Mm.
She was like, because someone actually came to her and asked for me, say that boy used to make the TikTok videos.
Mm.
And she said, I don't know what you're talking about. That's when the person sent the video to her. Then she said, you know what? Let me call head office and let me tell them about this. A couple of days later, they called me back and said, I want you to continue doing them videos because people been calling head office and telling them promote me to marketing.
Did they promote you to marketing?
No.
Not a second.
That's why you need to take Reno from
Push
Pizza
out
Place.
King, right.
You need to change that.
You need to
I
change
tell you,
that.
they cheap.
Do your own business.
I'm like, bro, you need to be promoting them.
Right.
Inside, and if y'all
That's just
call
what I
my
hate
phone
right
again,
there. That's
because
what
I
hate
never
there.
give my real name to them. Y'all call my phone again, I can tell y'all,
Straight off the
y'all
bat.
need to get this man straight.
Give
Hold
this
on,
man
they
a position in
call you to
marketing.
ask for the service?
No, yeah, there's like when you're doing the surveys and things like that. That's how I write them about that whole pasta.
Black order pasta. Anyway.
Promote this man.
Yeah, and I even see how y'all is make the pasta on your video. The pasta making the pasta. Mm. Actually, that should be a separate
Pasta.
Yeah, that should be a hashtag. The pasta. So okay, so they ain't promote you to market.
No, but I just get paid for it though.
Oh, so you get paid for
That's
the
the spirit.
See,
That's
Hey.
the spirit.
I just get paid for it.
okay, so you just get paid for it. They pay you for the videos.
Yeah.
That's
okay,
it,
so
right.
you negotiated a fee or
No, they just tell me we can give you this amount for every
Right.
video you do.
Mm.
7 days a week.
All right, I take that back. Y'all getting my boy straight. But
Right?
I can come with him to negotiate the bigger.
Right, you
The
still got to
summers.
give
I
them a
know
bigger
they
cut
just-
for real.
They basically probably you ain't got to say the number, but they probably had room in the budget enough to like to give you a little slice of the cake. So they pay you per video or
Yeah, per video.
okay. So how much videos you make per week?
Yeah, like
or-
once a day or
yeah.
I do like sometimes I do like 3. Like I go on a break before because I didn't want to make no videos, and I come back and I do like 5 videos a day.
Wow.
But
And
I
all
still- I
of them
still
was
do,
catch
like-
on.
I still have to like count it in as one video for that one day.
Oh.
I wanted to like try and finesse it to say like
That's
do 5 videos,
right? Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
No, but you could all just do 5 one time and keep on 5, and then you just
And
have
then, right.
batch content and you just drop.
But
that
they
too.
still only doing like 1 video a day.
Who?
Pizza, like I still calling them. I don't care. Though. Pizza.
Let's get me.
Like so. Oh, hold on. So okay. So they only is post 1 video a day.
Yeah, but they don't post.
No, but I'm
they
saying,
post
but I'm
nothing.
saying, what I'm saying is, you could record a bunch,
Right.
Yeah.
and it's
Keep 'em
less
in
work
stock.
on you. You just
Right.
okay.
But what I'm saying is, when I did the 5 videos a day, I try to like add the 5 videos into like me doing 7 videos a week. So I do 7 videos a week plus the 5. So it's like I try to tell them I do like 10 a week. So I was trying to get them to like pay me for 10 videos.
I see what you're saying, but
Yeah, but
cheapest, you costing yourself.
you
that.
cost yeah.
Cheapest, you keep them in stock like you say.
Saying just be
And
like,
then
oh, y'all need a video.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like you just have them on. Bro, me and you could talk, bro, because
Right.
I didn't
Right.
like
we gotta
I know.
contract. We gotta
Because it's like,
get
like-
you this money, babe.
Yeah. Okay, so they pay you. Okay, so this is actually so we are right and correct that he is a social influencer and content creator and being
Paid for it.
paid for it.
That's what it's about.
Nah, So okay, so that's when you so how did FunnyReno come about? So offshooting from that.
I just had an idea in my head, like from high school.
Mm.
I don't know if y'all saw this first video. It's like whenever it's break time, you get a hot party.
I don't know if I see this video, but that sounds funny.
I saw the
That's-
one when you was in the
everybody's telling that
car,
story.
when you was asking what you was asking for. You was ordering something. Oh, when they didn't want to give you the change or tell you the total at the window. And they
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I only got $10. Wait, tell me the total. No, I need to know if I need to come out this drive-through line.
yeah.
What? Wait, you played me, boy. So it's like I had an idea in my head. It's like in high school, they used to ask you for hot party because they used to sell fast.
And people asking you for pizza party, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
saw that video.
If you don't give them pizza or hot party, they can talk about your dad stink. It's like, boy, that's my hot party, boy. It's my money. What you talking about? They talk about you dead bad. And that video now have, I think, over 100,000 views.
Wow.
Yeah, so that kicked it off. And I did that one video. Everything just started coming to my head.
Mm-hmm.
And it
So you just got in a creative flow. So, because okay, since you have these 2 videos now, so because I've been hearing in the background, you keep on having this big announcement because you about to start an entertainment company. So, is this really, you starting to get into stand up, or are you doing a higher level of production, or what exactly?
talking about high-end movies and stuff.
Okay, you trying to shoot a movie. All right, so you learning how to like write scripts, or you have a script written already?
And I write 4 movies.
Oh, you already wrote 4 movies. Oh
4
wow.
movies, a TV series.
Oh, you wrote the whole TV series.
Yeah, by myself.
Oh wow.
And a comedy play. But I getting ready to finish.
Nice.
Oh, wow. So how do you find time to do all these things?
I stay up.
Mm.
I have 2 jobs. But I have 3. I do some like theater work for one of my lawyer friends.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like he paid me to do that. I go to I have a daytime job. The pizza is a daytime job now because I work at a shipping company. So I have to do their work at night. I go to pizza at a certain time for 4 or 5 hours. Then I go home, get a little hour break. Then I go do the shipping company work. I do my boy work for the lawyer office. When I finish, then I stay up like until about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
My God.
And it just is right.
Right.
I started off like when I first started off, I didn't know what I wanted to be about, but I know what I wanted to be about, but I didn't know how I was going to write it.
Mm.
Then when that first thought came in my mind, everything just start
Flowing,
coming after
right.
that.
Bro, I you just totally amazed me like, with this whole thing because I'm like, I'm glad I reached out to you and was like, yo, look, I want to interview this guy. So okay, so So basically, just round the clock, you just hustling. So what's your like? Well, first, what's your inspirations, and then what's your aspirations and future goals?
Well, my inspirations. Well,
Mhm.
I watch a lot of comedians. So
Because I know you say you like country Wayne, so you want to do
Yeah.
something with country Wayne is be doing.
yeah, something like that. I like Bernie Mac,
Yeah.
Bruce, them type people.
Mhm.
Steve Harvey, I watch them a lot. Like
Right.
I laugh at them, So they actually keeping me motivated to continue doing this stuff because I feel like how I say like I wanted to move
Mm.
to the States, like I could do the same thing over here.
Yeah.
Like
You
everybody
could
want
do
move.
both.
Huh?
You could do both of them.
Yeah, everybody want to move over there to try and make a better life, but you could do the same thing over here. Just gotta grind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Or you could do both.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you could literally like, what I see like what overdoses do. Overdoses have shows here. He's have shows all around the world.
Yeah.
Bro, money is money, bro. That's why you
Right.
like I say, ain't nothing for you to hop on a jet, go where you need to go,
Mhm.
and come back, go do this. All right, schedule this in. I go on X, Y, and Z. But so with all these things, so how has this helped your mental health and or will you start to think, okay, maybe I need to see some professional help?
I mean, like I say, I have a guidance counselor with that I was talking to when I was in school.
Mhm.
She worked at the school. So whenever I like depressed or whatever, I just call her and she will help me.
Okay.
But like my videos now, like someone would see and like I would see the comment that just like it's crack me up because like people are actually seeing the work that I'm doing.
Mm.
So it has helped me. It's helped me to feel better. But sometimes like I still be down. Like even though I look at the comments or whatever and I see people laughing or whatever, I still feel down. But it has helped me in a way.
Interesting. I mean, if you ever need a therapist, we recommend our. Actually, we need to bring her on more to the show, but she's basically on quote unquote on staff therapist, Miss Leah Sweden, which we have her a part of a lot of our skits. Well, she is our resident therapist for the Homie Heroes as well as
shout
out. We need to bring her back, and I might bring on another therapist soon who I recently met. But yeah, but we really promote a lot of mental health for especially for men. Really just getting down, working through your problems and just getting your mind right as well as, I like that, you young and you like, even though you don't really feel like you had a lot of options, you just be like, okay, let me put my head down and grind. I like to me, build myself up at the point to where I feel like I'm a completed person. And, I don't have to need anyone particularly to validate who I am because, the proof is in the pudding.
That's true.
But yeah, but do you have any last words that you would like to tell the audience?
Man, like just keep pushing, just keep grinding, don't stop. The sky is the limit. Anything you want to do, you could do it. You just gotta put your mind to it. We live in the Bahamas. We could make the same things that people in the States doing. We could build the same companies over here.
And even better.
It might be hard. It might be hard to do, but just
it might be easy if you know the right person.
Right.
But I thank you again, Reno from the Pizza Place, bro. Listen to me. Take them people name. I'll just say Reno Pizza Place or something. So you can see it's easy. I can give you a little tip before we go. Because if you make it like general, then you can upsell it to other people. But,
yeah.
And I ain't talking about just people. We're talking about the mother boy. Them.
Right. You see what's going on there.
They know this is my last year because I've been over 5 years. This is my last year. So obviously I can't make no more pizza videos from them. So
no, you can just do it at home.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
I just do my own thing.
A great
yeah. But thank you again for, giving us your time and telling us your story. This was amazing. And I always like finding hidden gems in our culture. Because, we have so much talented people here, but no one really knows. Or people might know, but it might be very niche.
Right.
So, Thanks again for watching Erryting Kool. We can see y'all later. Yeah, see. Well, we were running back. So, what is your last things you have to say, sir?
All right, so I got a call, got an email from an entertainment company, an entertainment school in Canada, and they saw one of my videos and they was like, "We want you to come over this year and look at the school, and if you like it, then we can pay your way."
Yeah,
Wow.
babe, do that, bro.
You might as well.
Hopefully you like it too.
So the entertainment company, that helped me a lot because I know some stuff, but that can help me even
Further.
Yeah.
And you done got your stuff written out anyway, so you got the ball rolling already.
It's like I submit like my first script to Netflix, but they decline it.
That's okay.
Mm.
Then I do
Keep trying all around, right?
I mean, really?
Right.
Because, like, to be honest, like, yeah, it might be declining now, but it's just maybe you probably could take the same idea and get it to a more seasoned script writer and make some tweaks.
Mhm.
You know, they probably decline. I like coming from my background is I went to film school. A lot of times, before the directors or even whoever rated, they'll have their production assistant write it, and they'll just turn on the script because it ain't structured properly.
Yeah.
Right.
Like they ain't even read it. If it looked off, they be like over in the garbage. So it's like, you know, simple things like that. But I always say I always happy that I went off to go to art school. I don't know what's wrong with this camera.
You just let it.
But I always happy that I went to art school to be in that environment to soak up the extra knowledge that you get outside of the classroom. And yeah, bro, if you could, you know, if they promise, go check it out. Ain't like I say, ain't nothing to hop on a jet,
right?
And go do what you gotta do.
Facts.
But you know, for the second time, thanks again for coming to Erryting Kool. We can catch y'all later. Yeah, see you.